Let me put y'all in my business.
What's up, y'all? So let's clear the air really quick. Yes, I have pimples. For my ladies, y'all know what it's like for the time of the month. My skin, my facial skin, is still acting as if I'm a teenager, where I'll get pimples during my time of Mother Nature, And so I was gonna try to get rid of it, but I was like, no, just gonna leave it there. Didn't want to make too many red spaces and dark, blots in my face. Whereas, y'all, I had one last week right here, right? And I took some aloe vera after popping the whitehead and I just merged it. And that's another healing thing as well. A topical healing thing is aloe vera. So I took the guts of an aloe vera and just rubbed it there, and it is literally gone. It's not that spot there. It's not, these spots here. I didn't catch it in time. I didn't catch these in time. But what I will say for you women who have pimples that come your time of the month, and you want it off your face, so you try to scratch it off or you try to get it off. If you take some aloe vera and put it on the spots, once you take the whitehead off, it literally will heal itself within seconds. And I'm not lying. I was trying to run to the store last week, and I actually was like, no, my face got to be decent before I go to the store. And I don't wear makeup, of course. And so I was like, okay, how do I hide this? And I was like, hey, give me the aloe vera. My oldest daughter. So give me the aloe vera. I know what to do. And literally, I merged it. And I remember looking in the mirror before I went to the store. It was there, but it didn't look like I ripped the whitehead off of something. Like, you know how it looks nasty? So it didn't look like it. Y'all, literally, within days, it's gone. So yes, aloe vera is a healing thing. If you want pimples on your face gone, I will say I don't see nothing wrong with getting the whitehead out of the way and picking off the whitehead. And then you need to get some aloe vera, the guts from an aloe vera plant. And then you need to take it, and then it would be nice if you could just rub it in and massage the area with the aloe vera plant. So yeah, cool. But today is Thirsty Thursdays. And so let's get into it. I knew last week, I was like, okay, I'll come back next week with another topic. And I literally was thinking like, bruh, I'm still trying to be positive. But if you really, when you really get into God and you really reevaluate yourself and you're truthful about your healing, you're automatically going to discover within days it's something else that you need. That you're not just dehydrated in one spot. You're dehydrated in plenty of places. So I'm dehydrated and I'm thirsty. But in this, I'm dehydrated as far as my future goes, right? It's not goals, but goals. So because I probably sound like I said future goals. I'm dehydrated as far as my future goes. Sowing into my future. You get what I'm saying? I've reaped some things from my past, but now it's time for me to sow into my future. So what I'm saying is, remember the example where you could be thirsty and you need water, but your body is telling you you're hungry. Okay, so in my situation, I'm actually desperate, and I'm working on sowing into my future, right? Because you have to reframe your mind for your future. You can't say, hey, I want to do this later and keep the same mindset. No, you literally have to reevaluate yourself for what you're trying to get to. Because if you stay the same person you was in the past, you're never going to get to where where you want to be in the future. There are levels to this. So I will say right now what I am so, like, I'm thirsty, and I'm thirsty for I guess you could say, I'm thirsty for sowing the right seeds for my future. That's what it is. Like, I'm so dehydrated as far as my future. So what I'm struggling with this is me bringing up my past is a symbol of me being hungry when I'm really thirsty, for water and nutrients. So, and my hunger in this situation is my past. The unforgiveness, The saying, I'm where I'm at because of that. The saying, if I hadn't have did that, we wouldn't be here. And everybody has their own free will. They have their own decisions to make. It's based off your decisions. Cool. You do have to live with the decisions that you made in the past. But the only way to get past that is if you go ahead and tie your now to your future. I have to stop, and we gotta stop tying our now to our past, because then it's not gonna get us nowhere. We're gonna stay right where we are, and of course you can't go back to the past. But you're wondering, why can't I get over this person? Why do I keep thinking about the friendship that I had? Why do I feel bad for cutting this person off? And you want to know why? It's because you're not tacking your now to your future. You're not tacking your now to your future. And so that's what my dehydration is. My dehydration is that I need to nourish myself for my future. This is a thirsty Thursday. I am thirsty for my future. Everything that I'm telling you I'm thirsty for, that's what I'm really working on. I'm not bringing topics. I'm not coming on here with you need to do this, how to. No, I'm putting y'all in my business. This is my healing diary. And literally right now I am so thirsty for my future. And so therefore I have to nourish it. But I have to nourish it with knowing that whatever God promised me that I can have, whatever dreams and future goals that I did set, that it is going to come to pass. This is a part of it coming to pass. And I have to not get discouraged and say, well, if I would have told old buddy no back in the day 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't be in this stage now with, with us not being together, and here I have a child, and just it's not, you can't go back. We got to stop tying our now to our past, because whatever we have acquired now, I promise you it's a blessing in it. But yet we're not feeding our now with the right things. We're not quenching the thirst of our right now with the right things. So therefore, you're gonna think you're hungry, you're gonna think it's the past, you're gonna keep relating things to the past, you're gonna think because you made that decision you're here. Granted, yes, but what are you doing? Your here now is literally it's beneficial for the future, because it taught you that what you did in the past, where you're at now, you learned some things on your way there, right? So now God is saying, hey, I can trust you for the next level. I don't have to worry about you. I don't have to worry about you dealing with this anymore, because you matured in this area. You're disgusted with that. You're not attracted to that anymore. You're not thirsty for that anymore. And yet we keep going back, and we keep looking back. And y'all remember the little saying, it's like, if you keep going back, it's like throwing up and eating your own vomit. And that we should look at it. I think if we look at it that way, we would stop going in our past. The past is the past. We've impacted who we need to impact. We've sowed the seeds we need to sow. We've gotten situations that was beneficial for the future. Let God do what he's doing by looking ahead. We cannot say, because most of the times it comes up when we're frustrated, because we can get a good message from somebody who's like, yeah, we moving ahead, we done cut this off, we did this. But I know when I'm trying to dip back into my past, it is literally because I'm frustrated with something, and whatever's done made me mad, I'm tacking it to my past. And also, you can not only not forgive others, but you can also be in a state where you don't forgive yourself. Because I could have been like, hey, if I didn't talk to, my kids in this manner, maybe they wouldn't think like this. Maybe if I hadn't have told him, yeah, when he asked me for my number, I wouldn't be in this predicament. You get what I'm saying? But we have to take what is now and move forward to the future. So Thirsty Thursdays, this Thursday is, I'm thirsty and I'm dehydrated, but I need to be quenched. I need to be quenched for my future. I need things that is going to quench my thirst for my future. I'm ready to move forward to investing in my future, not my past. I don't want to go back in my past. So right now, the fact that I'm dehydrated in the realm of sowing seeds for my future, attacking my now to my future, I keep going backwards, You know, I keep having this niche for, and it's just familiar spirits. So these familiar spirits are making me hungry for my past, right? And that don't sound right. It's making me hungry for my past. You want to know how I'm hungry? Because when you're hungry for something you like, it's satisfying. It's satisfying for me to sit and reminisce. And I'm not talking about good reminiscing. You can be addicted, and you can be hungry for the negative parts in your past. You could be on the phone, yep, remember this, remember this, remember that, remember this, remember that, remember this, remember that, remember this, remember that. And it's just like, bruh, you are in the present time. God has brought you out of that. You used to pray. You used to pray for God to take you out of these places. But yet, now that He's blessed you out of these places, you've learned the lessons you need to learn. You mean to tell me that we can sit and ponder and tie our today's frustrations and tie our activities and our thoughts and our emotions to the past when God has delivered us from it? So for me, I need to be immersing myself in YouTube videos of where I'm going, right? If I'm watching YouTube videos of this guy doing loyalty tests on relationships, where this guy, when last time he went through their phone? When last time you went through their phone? And the relationships are toxic, and they're like, oh, I didn't know that was in there. Oh, you mean to tell me you doing this? And that's gonna take you back. It's gonna take you back. Like you can't quench a thirst with sugar, with stuff that tastes good and feel good, with something that's going to satisfy what's not going to build you for the next. Like, if I keep watching this stuff, if I keep watching the things that I sometimes watch, I'm not a reality show person because I've kind of grew past that, but it's kind of like the same thing. But it's kind of like I won't sit and binge watch a series of people fighting and stuff like that. Like, I can't do that. It's some things that I can't do. Okay, for example, I have to turn some R&B artists and some R&B songs away from me because it'll put me in a state of I'm missing somebody that I ain't got no business missing, that has nothing to do with my future, right? Right? You get what I'm saying? So what are you trying to quench your thirst with? I'm sitting here trying to quench my thirst and pass time, but I'm not quenching my thirst with the right things. And it's leading me to think I'm hungry. It's leading me to think that I gotta keep talking about my exes. I gotta keep talking about my failed friendships. I gotta keep talking about how I lost weight and how I've gained weight and how I need to get to here. That has nothing to do with now. That has nothing to do with now. So, I mean, you know, if anything, I just need to, because this morning I was taking a shower and I wrote it down, and God was like, you need to let go. You need to let go. But it was a way that He said it. It was something that, and I kept repeating it, and I was just like, oh yeah. And I don't forgot it that fast, but it was mainly like, you need to let go. Let go. The only way you're going to heal is if you let go. You are dehydrated, but you are trying to quench your thirst with the wrong things. You are dehydrated, and yes, you are dehydrated. You need to get to your future. You need to be working on your next step. You need to be working on the things that's ahead of you. But right now, you are trying to quench your thirst with the sugars, with the things that feel and taste good to you. It feels good to think about the past. It feels good to entertain these familiar spirits. It feels good to listen to a song, sing your heart out, and be thinking about somebody that, you know, you had relations with and everything like that. But that's not what's beneficial. That's what's not nourishing to the spirit. That's not what's nourishing to my future. Because am I spending my future with this person? No. Will that friendship be a future friendship for me? No, it will not. So the things that needs to play a part in my future, this is what I should be quenching my thirst with. I should be on YouTube looking up videos of the things that's in my career, that's in where I'm headed. You get what I'm saying? I need to be on YouTube looking up documentaries, stories of how these people, their hobbies, of things, of how they got to where they're at. You get what I'm saying? Everybody has a story. Everybody has stuff they have to breathe through. Some people will think that they have arrived even their career, and God will say, no, I want to use you over here. You're miserable on these jobs, and you're trying to quench the thirst of your future with these miserable jobs, with these miserable, places that your mom told you they would be proud of you if you dipped into it. That a business that you and your boyfriend put investment into, but because that's what he wanted, you want to support him, and you haven't wrote the book that you were supposed to write. Like, we are thirsty out here. We're thirsty. We're thirsty, and we're dehydrated. And dehydration leads to so many other issues. And then you wonder why your children can't respect you. You wonder why your kids, your kid is talented in this, and they can help the community with this, but they want to do something that's going to lead them down another road, and you're wondering why. It's because the spirit don't have an example of truthness to go by. So we need to quench our thirst with the things that's going to tack our now to the future, not feed ourselves with the things that is tacking us to our past, because every time you get upset, you're going to bring up something in the past. But if you learn to quench your thirst with the things of your future, you may not want to watch these videos, versus you may not want to drink water. It may be tasteless to you right now, but later it's going to be beneficial. Later it's going to, like water. Water is the quickest way to get weight off. So I feel like it don't taste good. It may ain't got no flavor to it, but it's very, very, very beneficial. So, and that saying, like, these YouTube videos, and this guy sounds boring while he's trying to feed you knowledge about the real estate field or whatever it is you're trying to do, and it's boring, but bruh giving you knowledge that you need later for a question that may come up on a test that you didn't, that was not in the curriculum. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like the stuff we don't want to do is what's getting us to our future. So we're trying to quench our thirst with the stuff that tastes good. We're trying to quench our thirst and it's leading us in the wrong directions. And remember what I was saying, we need to starve ourselves of those situations. We need to starve ourselves in those situations so that we can get the right things we need. I'm literally feeling better than I felt the past couple of weeks after starving myself of some things that I know don't play a part of my future. Part of me changing my number, part of me cutting some people off is because I know that they are not beneficial to my future. It's no disrespect. I'm the kindest, sweetest person, but I gotta get me, right? God told me that, bruh, take care of yourself. Anything else come outside of it, I got your back. I'll take care of that. But other than that, take care of yourself. You get what I'm saying? So anything that is going to tie your now to your future, that's what's going to quench your thirst. That is what's going to quench my thirst. That is what's going to keep me hydrated. The good things, the things that don't taste good, but the things that are beneficial later, because you got to think about the benefits of it. It may be nasty now, but is it beneficial later? Okay, is you dwelling in the past, it feel good, but is it going to help you later in your new relationship? If you worried about the last, no. So all I'm saying is, today for Thirsty Thursdays, bro, I'm so dehydrated. I need to fulfill myself with the things as far as me heading into my future. This is what my Thirsty Thursday is like today. I'm thirsty for my future. I'm thirsty, but I have to quench it with the right things. I can't keep tacking my now to my past. I have to find the things that is going to tack my now to my future. You get what I'm saying? And that may sound like kindergarten stuff, but for some people it's not. We get a high. It feels good to talk about the past. It feels good to check and see if you done got a text from old buddy and y'all got to go over the same arguments y'all had for months trying to explain why the relationship failed. No, like that's pointless. So to eliminate all that, my number has changed. To eliminate all of that, I do cut off. To eliminate all of that, I gotta sow into my future. My past is behind me, and I gotta sow into my future because I'm so thirsty for my future right now. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I'm so dehydrated right now when it comes to my future because of all the stuff that I'm working on it now. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, on this healing journey, That's just one of the things that I realize I'm dehydrated in that area. That's why it hasn't come to pass, because I'm not nourishing it with the right things. It's being nourished with the wrong things. So I thank y'all for listening. I thank y'all for praying for me on this journey. I hope it's an encouraging y'all to get on a healing journey where you can do things the right way. Ain't no scamming, ain't no skipping no levels, ain't nobody handing you nothing. We got to do this thing the right way so it'll last, right? So so it'll last. And then my shirt says women supporting women. I support women on today because we get lost in marriages that we're now divorced in. We got lost in a relationship. We get lost in ourselves and we don't take care of ourselves. We get lost in worrying about how we look to other people. Are we being good enough? Are we being a good friend? Are we being a good nourisher? Yes, but have you taken care of yourself? So I thank y'all. This is my Thirsty Thursday. I need to quench this thirst for my future. I need to quench the thirst with the things that is going to help me get to my future. Fuck my past, because it ain't getting me nowhere. It's keeping me stuck, and I'm tired of being stuck. And once you get tired of being stuck, you are going to take those necessary precautions to get to your future by any means necessary. Cut off anybody, any means by necessary. Cut off whatever old activities, old things that keeps you in your past. Get rid of it and quench the thirst of your future by nourishing it with the things that is going to sow seeds into it. Y'all have a good one.